It was a late afternoon in early October when the rain began to pour heavily over the quiet countryside. The river near Mrs. Lean's small wooden house had started to swell, its muddy waters creeping onto the footpath that curved along the bank. The wind howled through the trees, and the sky darkened like dusk had arrived early. Worried about the rising water, Mrs. Lean stepped outside with a raincoat draped over her shoulders. As she reached the edge of the riverbank, she spotted something unusual moving near the reeds. Peering closer, she saw a tiny hedgehog, soaked to the skin, struggling against the current that had begun to form in the flooded grass. The creature was shivering, its spines flattened and slick from the rain. It seemed barely alive. Without hesitation, Mrs. Lean stepped into the rising water, reached down, and scooped the hedgehog into her arms. She tucked it gently into the inside of her coat, cradling it against her chest. The warmth of her body seemed to calm the trembling animal slightly. Back in her kitchen, she wrapped the hedgehog in a soft towel and gently dried its spines and tiny paws. She prepared a small dish of mashed banana and soft bread, which the little creature nibbled on weakly. All night, she kept a lamp burning and checked on it every hour, ensuring it stayed warm and dry. In the days that followed, the hedgehog began to recover. It moved around slowly at first, exploring the corners of the room, curling into a tight ball when startled. Mrs. Lean named her MIT, after the fruit she loved and the softness of the hedgehog's little face. But just as MIT began to grow stronger and more curious, something unexpected happened. One morning, Mrs. Lean noticed MIT had begun nesting in a quiet corner of the living room, gathering bits of cloth and dried leaves. Concerned but intrigued, she observed silently. Then, late one evening, MIT gave birth. 5 tiny, pink, blind hedgehogs emerged, wriggling helplessly against their mother's warmth. Mrs. Lean watched in awe as the once drenched, exhausted animal she had rescued now nurtured life itself. She set up a cozy nest for them, lined with old scarves and soft towels. The mother hedgehog cared for her babies attentively, and Mrs. Lean made sure they were safe and undisturbed. Days turned into weeks, and the little ones began to grow small spines and open their eyes, exploring their world with innocence and wonder. What began as a simple act of kindness in the rain had transformed into the creation of a tiny family. Each morning now, Mrs. Lean greets the hedgehog family as she sips her tea by the window. Their gentle rustling brings warmth to her quiet home. In rescuing one life, she had unknowingly saved many, and in return, they had filled her days with quiet joy.